In their recent book, The Broken Branch, veteran congressional scholars Tom Mann and Norm Ornstein argue that increasing partisanship in Congress has undermined both public confidence in the institution as well as its own ability to perform its constitutional role. How would you compare your experience in Congress with Congress today and even Bob's experience? And have you noticed an increasing partisanship and a lack of comity? And has that hindered the ability of Congress to legislate? And what solutions would you suggest?
I do have a different viewpoint on this. I suppose because when my husband got elected in 1978, it was the Democrats were the majority party by a great margin. And when we came here, we came together in a very bipartisan way. We would, at that time, meet at least monthly with our class in a bipartisan way. The spouses had their own group, and the Californians got together in a bipartisan manner. Everything was done pretty much in a bipartisan way. And because we had a young child, obviously, you know, the kids played together. The spouses were friends because we had our own activities also. And because of that, there was personal relationships across the aisle. And it was very nice because the members themselves could argue vociferously during the day as far as policy. But they were friends, because how can you be angry when your spouses, your wives know each other, your spouses know each other? The kids play together, and we did far more together. And that was another time, too, when most members brought their families back here. And it's different today. Most members of Congress do not come back here because things have changed. Most women have their own professional careers. It's too expensive to maintain two households. And for various reasons, things have changed. I believe the change has been because the social aspects of it are not as easily accessible any longer. And I think that's really sad. I have been here long enough to know that people hunger for that. And I think the reason that people hunger for that is that they just don't want this to be about work in the sense that it goes through 24 hours a day, that you're angry with all the time. It doesn't have to be that way at all. What I believe is important is that to move forward is to find ways to reach across the aisle. I try to do that on individual bills. I try to find a Republican co-sponsor or try to get people involved in ways because I think it's important. You can start with non-controversial things to bring people on. Unless people work together, they'll never start trusting each other. You can disagree on policy, but there's some things that you can agree on. Well, let's start with some of those things first and agree to disagree on some of the other things and laugh about it. And I feel that we can make progress in that way. It'll be slow, but we can make progress in that way.